Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Been a good week on the recruiting trail for Josh Heupel and this Tennessee football coaching staff. We look at this class of 2025 and we talk on the regular that Tennessee is trying to fight and scratch and claw and work their way up to a top 5 class. Can they get there? I don't know. I think they've definitely got a top 10 class in their sights. But when you look who they've already added, right? Of course, this class headlined by 5-star quarterback George McIntyre, 16th best player in the country, landing the commitment from Douglas Utu this week. Absolutely huge for Josh Heupel, huge for Glenn Ellerbe. I mean, he's a guy that ranks 54th nationally according to the On3 industry rankings. Of course, you got Ethan Utley, big-time in-state prospect, a 4-star defensive lineman. Rodarius Jackson, also a guy whose stock continues to rise up inside the top 200 now. Jack Van Dorselaer, adding Nick Moore and Jaden Lofton, a couple of 4-stars just outside the On 300. Tennessee's got a nice base for this class of 2025, and you got to be happy with the way this week played out. Again, being able to close, something we talk about all the time. Can Tennessee close? Can Josh Heupel close? When these guys come on for official visits, there's always kind of patience. Wait and see. Are they going to commit? Tennessee didn't do that this week. They closed coming off of those official visits with the commitment of Trey Poteet. Also, again, the commitment of Douglas Utu, just absolutely huge. Tennessee is now sitting at 12th according to the On3 industry rankings, but you also got to talk about Onis Conanbanny, another elite prospect, 4-star corner that was in town this past weekend. Of course, we talked about it multiple times, but he committed to Tennessee. It was caught on a live stream, but that has not been made public yet. So I think he's scheduled to come off the board in August. Can Tennessee keep that commitment through there? You got Shady Hayward, 116th nationally. Travis Smith, 75th nationally. Of course, David Sanders, the big-time prospect, second best player in the country. Everything indicates that Tennessee likely to flip Georgia commit 4-star linebacker Jaden Perlotti. He comes in ranked 135th nationally, so I think those are guys that are elite blue-chip prospects that if you can close, and I think the guys that I just rattled off, I think Tennessee is in a good spot to close on those guys. Now you're looking at a top 10, possibly a top 5 class. What do you guys think? Is it realistic? Put in the comments section. Is a top 5 class realistic for Josh Heupel in this class of 2025? But who's next? Who's the next player to come off the board? A guy that was here a couple of weeks ago, 4-star tight end Deshaun Brame, an elite prospect, comes in ranked 98th nationally according to the On3 industry rankings. So again, another guy that is a needle mover. You can see there on the screen. There's the photo from his visit in Knoxville. Now the big question was, did Tennessee do enough, right? Because he was going to take the official visit to Oregon the following week, this past weekend, going into his commitment. He is going to make a decision tomorrow. I don't know the time yet. 247 Sports says 12 noon. I don't think that's accurate. If he puts out a time, we're going to cover it live right here on the Talkin VAWLS Network. But the question is, should we be covering it live? Does Tennessee have a legitimate shot at the 4-star tight end, the only tight end in the country that they are willing to pair with Jack Van Dorselaer? We're going to get into it. We're going to talk about it, but I need you guys to do that YouTube stuff. You already know. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. It's quick. It's free. It's easy. It helps the channel. I would appreciate it. If you're new to the Talkin VAWLS Network, welcome. We're not experts here. We're not insiders. We're not media. We're not reporters. We're not journalists. We don't break news. We talk about the news. We speculate on rumors. We do what fans do because this channel is for the fans, by the fans. If you like it, make sure you subscribe, click the bell for notifications. You won't miss out when we go live or when we drop a video. Right now, I'm going live every Tuesday night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern time, playing NCAA football, but talking all things Tennessee football. Again, we're going to try to live stream the Deshaun Brame commitment tomorrow, but we're right around the corner from football season, and that's when this channel gets fun. We do fan call-in shows every Sunday. We do Monday morning streams, myself and Eric Kane of VolQuest. Friday morning, myself and Coach Jay. Wednesday nights, tailgate shows on Saturday, post-game shows on Saturday. So make sure you guys are dialed in, buckled up, and ready to go because it's going to be a fun ride this fall. I'm telling you. I said it all year during the 2022 season. Enjoy the ride. I think we got something similar coming up in 2024. But let's talk about recruiting because that's what we do during the summer. We talk about recruitment. We talk about guys like 4-star blue chip tight end Deshaun Brame. You can see there on the screen, 6'4.5", 225 out of Kansas. Inside the top 100, again, when we're fighting, when we are scratching, when we are clawing for that top 5 class, these are the type of guys that move the needle. Now, On3 recruiting prediction machine, Boogie, you're wasting your time. It says Oregon at 93.8%, Tennessee less than 1% chance. Why are we talking about Deshaun Brame? Don't always trust the numbers. Don't always trust the recruiting prediction machine. You know, Austin Price made an interesting point the other day. I don't know if you guys have ever noticed, guys like Austin Price, guys like Matt Ray, don't put in predictions. They don't put in the official predictions like Steve Wiltfong, the Fong Bombs. That is a big part of the recruiting prediction machine. So if the guys that cover Tennessee for On3 aren't participating, that's always going to skew the numbers against Tennessee. So keep that in mind when you're looking at the On3 recruiting prediction machine. But it is Oregon, Oklahoma, and Tennessee. Really seems like more of an Oregon and Tennessee battle. Now, if you've never seen Deshaun Brame, you don't know who he is, I'm going to show you guys some of his highlights, and I'm going to jam through a scouting report real quick, and then we're going to talk about whether or not Tennessee has a legitimate shot at the blue chip tight end. But let's take a look at the scouting report from 247 Sports. Let me get it pulled up here real quick and we'll roll through it. But he is an elite prospect, man. He is a blue chip prospect, elite talent. Again, you know, we talked about the fact that Tennessee was only willing to pair Deshaun Brame with Jack Van Dorsett. No other tight end in the class that they were willing to take. But the scouting report comes from Greg Biggins over at 247 Sports. He's a national recruiting analyst, said really impressive on tape. Plays like a jumbo receiver with a projectable frame, very fluid as an athlete, natural hands, and never fights the football. A well-built kid, naturally strong with a chiseled upper body, can easily beat press coverage, bullies opposing backers and safeties, great hand-eye coordination, extremely good tracking the ball down the field, and runs well after the catch. For his size, he shows surprising quickness and wiggle with the ball in his hands, doesn't shy away from contact. Goes on to say he can play in the slot or on the line, could get deep, but has the hands and clean routes to be ideal 3rd and 8 security blanket as well. Really nice upside and projects as an early impact player at the college level with an NFL ceiling. So again, scouting report right there on Deshaun Brame. And you look at, you know, this football team and what Josh Heupel has done. They've always kind of utilized two guys, right? It was Princeton Fan and Jacob Warren. Then it was Cowley and Jacob Warren. Now we're heading into this 3rd year, and you're looking at, year 4. You're looking at pairing a couple of guys in, a young tight end, Ethan Davis, and then you went and got Holden Stace via the transfer portal. And now you look at this class of 25, and if you compare Deshaun Brame with Jack Van Dorsett, you got some elite talent there. And in the class of 26, the reason Josh Heupel and this coaching staff is only willing to take Deshaun Brame and nobody else, because in the class of 26, they are very, very high for 2 elite tight end prospects. So that's why the limited selection in this class of 25 at the tight end position. So again, the question that everybody wants to know, does Tennessee have a legitimate shot here? Everybody's talking about Deshaun Brame's girlfriend, right? She's committed to play soccer at the University of Tennessee. How much is that a factor? How much is that a factor in its commitment? Some people want to laugh about it, but it is something that you know this kid is talking about. Now, coming out of the official visit, VolQuest put out that Tennessee had major momentum, huge momentum with Deshaun Brame as he headed off to Oregon. Even talk of, if he was committing after that visit, you felt pretty dang confident that Tennessee was going to get Deshaun Brame in the boat. Now, this past Sunday night, AP updated VolQuest on the trip to Oregon, said it was a good visit to Oregon, but the Ducks didn't close. That was the theme. That was the narrative. Oregon did not close over the weekend. Now, AP said, could they still pick him? Yes. Don't take that and say, well, we got him in the boat. He can obviously still pick Oregon, but they didn't seal the deal. They didn't close it down over the weekend. Kind of similar to Onis Conan-Vanny, right? We got the commitment, but did they really close it down? We will have to wait and see. Deshaun Brame did not give them the commitment. From there, throughout the course of the week, it's been the same. Tennessee very much in it. Tennessee's in it deep. Tennessee is really, all capital letters, really in it more than people outside of Knoxville think. That was what AP had to say kind of throughout the course of the week. Summarized. Now, let's go take a listen to Steve Wiltfong here. Steve Wiltfong put out a recent update. I want to go take a look to what he had to say about Deshaun Brame as he nears his decision. Let's take a listen.
All right, let's turn the page to Saturday, where top 100 tight end Deshaun Brame is going to make his commitment. It seems like a 3-team race here between Oregon, Oklahoma, Tennessee.
Yeah, there's been some recent buzz that Tennessee has grabbed the momentum there, but Oregon's been considered the longtime favorite. They got him back on campus for his official visit this past weekend, so it'll be interesting to see how that one lands. I think there'd be some surprise around Eugene if they ultimately lost him, but Tennessee has gained some momentum in this one, so we'll see what happens. It's a tight one.
I think it's one of those, we're going into Saturday. If we're able to live stream it, I have no clue who he's going to pick. Again, Tennessee has the momentum. Oregon's been the longtime favorite. AP also put out this week that if Saturday rolls around and Deshaun Brame is not 100% certain, then he could possibly push back that decision. So we will keep you guys up to date. Be looking for a live stream tomorrow. Hopefully he announces a time and we're able to jump on and do that. That'll be a good time. As always, make sure you smash the thumbs up on the way out the door. You can go check out the Talkin VAWLS merch. We dropped some brand new merchandise. Go check it out. bonfire.com/store/Talkin VAWLS. All the links are in the description below as well. And if you want to really support the channel, think about hitting that join button right beside subscribe. You can become a member for just $1 a month. You get custom Talkin VAWLS emojis, access to fan call-in shows, all kinds of fun perks and benefits. But we say for the fans, by the fans, it's also fan funded. I would not be making videos every day or doing these live streams if it was not for your support. So for that, I am grateful and I appreciate it. But that is going to do it for this one. This is the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.